A catch of a different kind, the surprise crab that is leaving watermen very surprised in Somerset County. Good evening, I'm Todd Carley.
And I'm Steve Hammond. Welcome to WBOC News at 6. Crabbing is in many people's livelihood on Deal Island. Some say it's even in watermen's DNA to catch and sort the crustaceans. Well, WBOC's Kylie Winkler joins us tonight in the Newsplex. And Kylie, a recent catch caught a lot of them off guard.
Steve, let me tell you, it takes a lot to leave these watermen speechless, especially when it comes to crabs. They devote most of their time to these little critters, so it's easy for them to sort between males and females. But one special crab left them wondering what pile to put it in. So now this is what a normal male crab looks like: a long skinny apron and bright blue claws. And this is what a normal female crab looks like: a wider, more triangle apron, and the tips on the claws are red. So keep all this in mind when you watch.
A strange catch.
This is the male apron, and this is the female apron.
With both genders' characteristics in one.
Female claw on the same side as the female apron. The male claw you can tell by the blue.
You can pretty much draw a line down the middle of the crab. The right side female, the left male.
It was probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Tommy Wheatley was the first to spot the hermaphrodite crab.
I was culling through a box of crabs, and just one crab caught my eye, and it threw me off for a second, and I set it to the side. I looked at his claws, and his claws looked weird, and the apron threw me off, and that's when I told the captain, and then we stared at it for probably 5-10 minutes to figure out what was going on.
News spread quickly to other boats and other islands. The overall consensus?
I've seen a lot of weird crabs, but nothing like that.
So they did what anyone would do.
We Google searched.
But for the scientific answers, we turn to Dr. Tom Miller, an expert and professor in fishery sciences.
The maturation process in the crab is a very complex physiological process. It involves lots of different things working, and if one of those steps doesn't work appropriately, then you can get these unusual outcomes.
Dr. Miller compares this natural phenomenon to humans who have an extra finger or whose foot didn't fully develop. And according to Dr. Miller, hermaphrodite crabs were first spotted in the Chesapeake in the 1980s.
If in the coming weeks and months they start finding more of them, then that would be significant. But this one by itself is probably not.
Maybe not significant to science, but significant to those on Deal Island.
Now, because there's not a huge significance to this hermaphrodite crab, the watermen who found it are thinking about giving it to an aquarium or a nature center so that kids can see one of nature's oddities.